My mother used to tell me, if you don't like something, then get rid of it. So that's why my mother and her lover are dead. Oh, what are you going on about? Barbie didn't give me a poor body image. Barbie taught me you can't reattach a head once it's been removed from the body. No, I have no heart. I feel no love, nor fear, nor joy, nor sorrow. I am hollow, and I will live forever. Me? Oh, my New Year's resolution is to drop a few pounds. Honey, how much do you weigh? Well, I'm lucky I live near the woods. The wolves did most of the work. Why, I barely even lifted a finger. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. Oh, Millie, a man lost his life.
Well, you see, officer, I was in my kitchen, carving up some chicken for dinner, and then in stormed my husband Wilbur in a jealous rage. He accused me of, well, I wouldn't like to say, it's not for a lady to say that, with the milkman. He just said it again, you've been the milkman, and I denied it. And he just kept saying it, and then he ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times.
Well, nobody's ever been arrested for a murder. They've only ever been arrested for not planning it properly.
Whenever someone tells me I will regret that in the morning, I sleep till noon, because I'm a problem solver.
I mean, I go to church, but I slap children on the way out. I promise you the cake is fine. I made it this morning. The bitterness. Oh, that's just a little something extra. It's my own recipe. It's to die for. It's not my job to make you feel like a man. Can't make you something you're not. My 10th husband dressed well, much to the appeal of his secretary. And now they lay aside another, like they wished. Pity their headstones don't read why. Some people just need a good old-fashioned high five. In the face. With a chair. Repeatedly. He looked at me the way all women want to be looked at. With fear in his eyes. Revenge? Oh no, darling. Revenge is beneath me. Accidents, however. Well, accidents can happen. Oh, violence may not always be the answer. No. But it is always an option. Oh, darling, what we had together wasn't all bad. I'll always treasure the time we shared, to the very end. Especially the end. If you can't handle me at my worst, then you won't enjoy me 90% of the time, darling. Walter, I swear to God, if you don't shut your mouth, I'm going to murder you. No one will ever find your body. Lord, please give me patience, because if you give me strength, I will need bail money too. Walter, shut the Why did he have to ask so many questions? He could have just replaced the carpet. Now it's even more red. Have I any children? Oh, dear, no. I'm not fond of children. I prefer to call them witnesses. and I do not take kindly to witnesses. She hadn't made a milkshake in years, for fear they would return. She starts the blender, reluctantly. In the distance, screams. The boys had returned. They were coming to her yard. He died of natural causes. You pushed him off a roof. Gravity is natural. If at first you don't succeed, it's only attempted murder. It's really none of your business why I'm drinking so much tonight, Walter. Well, if you insist. I'm drinking every time I feel like punching something. Do you know how many times I've taken a sip? It's the same number of times you've opened up your stupid mouth. You're a dumbass. Thank you all for coming. It's a tragic day. For someone, I'm assuming. Walter once said, "You'll miss me when I'm gone." Now he is. And I do not. Oh, darling, crying about your broken heart all day won't help. Be mature about it. Set his house on fire and move on like an adult. Did your mother not teach you? I need to go. Walter, wake up. Everyone's wondering where you are, Walter. 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 Oh, that's right. I actually did cry at my first husband's funeral. But that was before I realized the bank teller signs the check either way. So. The West? Oh, honey. I'm the Wicked Witch of everything. I wish my husband actually cooked. It's been 3 hours and there's barely any color on him. Oh, darling, I don't think you have to tell me about the stubbornness of men. My ex-husband was so stubborn, even his blood stains refused to come out of the carpet. I still remember my ex-husband's last words. Oh, I don't know which. I lost count at some point. He told me to stop shaking the ladder. The poor fool, those were his last words? I didn't, of course. His parents always said he lit a fire under me. So when I found out what he and his secretary were doing, I lit a fire under them. I'm going out. I'm either going to commit homicide or get ice cream. I'll decide in the car. I wonder how many attempts it will take to make you realize I am not listening. You are such a loser. There was a contest for losers. You would win second. Why didn't I win first? 'Cause you're a loser. Hi, hello. Good afternoon. I'm just here to remind everyone that the word is duvet. It's not duvet. It's the 21st century. You can Google it. They tell you how to say words. There's some whores in this house. I live alone. Your Honor, I have been freaky. Sometimes I use handcuffs. Sometimes I use leashes. My personality is making me feel like he's cheating. Darling, I have too much on my schedule without planning your murder. You wouldn't want to overwork me, would you? I don't exactly hate you. But if you were on fire and I had water, I'd drink it. Oh, darling, if you were having a bad day, trust me, I can make it so much worse. It's rude to interrupt. You must wait until I'm done explaining how you're wrong before you try to prove my point for me. Do you understand? He's going to survive, you say. Marvelous, Doctor. What an achievement. Do you ever regret marrying him? Oh, no. Marrying him was one of the happiest days of my life. Really? Second only to his funeral. Really? One time I tried marrying someone for love. I'll never make that mistake again. Sarcasm just falls out of my mouth. Kinda like stupidity falls out of yours. When he disappeared, people asked if I missed him terribly. But I have my memories. And sometimes it's almost as if he's still here. I'm back. Under the roses. What? I feel a spree coming on. It's either shopping or killing. I haven't decided yet. Walking in the woods is very relaxing. The fact that I'm dragging a body should be completely irrelevant. No, officer, I haven't seen my husband this evening. I've been busy all day. Why? Did he suspiciously fall over at work? Is he finally dead? I think one of the most admirable traits a person can have is being able to admit when they're wrong. I just haven't had the opportunity. My dear, you forget whose daughter you are. Straighten your crown, wipe those tears, and help me dig this hole. My nickname is Gillette, because I'm the best a man can get. And I'll cut you. My husband always said I was a terrible liar. But why then did everyone believe me when I said I didn't know where he went? I love seeing your face every day. Makes me feel better about mine. Don't come to me talking about how pretty you are. Considering that you look like someone I drew with my non-dominant hand. Don't confuse my attitude with my personality, honey. My personality is who I am. My attitude depends on who you are. I wonder if you could stand the shock of my saying I dislike you intensely.
Oh, darling, some people will show you exactly who you want them to be for a short period of time, until they no longer can keep up that facade for you, at which time they will show you exactly who they really are. And my darling, when that starts to happen, that is when you believe them. You believe them, do you hear me?
You see, Minnie, that's where you're wrong. I did love him. Sometimes those you love get distracted by pretty little blondes. I was raised to take care of my husband. Wash his clothes, clean the house, wear gloves, get rid of the body, and act very sad at the funeral. Women are told that we can catch more flies with honey, but I can catch plenty with your hollowed-out carcass, so this can go either way. Whether my dreams are good or bad, waking up is always worse. Don't get too comfortable, sweetheart. I was his everything once, too. I decided to kill my main character's husband. It was about time I spiced up my autobiography. I'm coming for you, Keith. I know what you did to her. Look at those cheekbones. I could cut myself slapping that face. Would you like me to try? Whoever said money can't buy happiness clearly never paid for a divorce. I still miss my ex sometimes, but my aim is certainly improving. Kids? I can't have kids. My cats are allergic. If you haven't got anything nice to say about anyone, come and sit here by me. Oh, darling, I loved your father, truly. But he loved the maid. And I thought to myself, why not give her something to clean up? Cute. I'd like to kiss you, but I just washed my hair. Bye. Oh, my first husband always berated me about losing weight. Well, it's a shame he's no longer with us to see all the dead weight I get rid of now. Your words will disappear. Your house will disappear. Your name will disappear. All memory of you will disappear. The trouble with some women is that they get all excited about nothing. And then they marry him. I count how many days my husband goes without yelling at me. Today marks 1 year. It's a shame he couldn't be here to celebrate. Face it, you've got a jealous husband. And unfortunately, jealousy is the worst trait a husband can have. Aside from poverty. I'd like to say I'm innocent. But I couldn't say it with a straight face. My own mother thought I was a monster. She was right, of course. But it still hurt. Never mistake my silence for weakness. No one plans a murder out loud. Do silence yourself before I arrange for speaking to no longer be an option. My last husband was like a garage sale painting. Cheap, old, and easy to frame.
Just because I'm smiling doesn't mean I like you. I could be picturing you on fire.
My heart has no room for you. But the trunk of my car definitely does. Get in, loser. When life closes its doors, open them again. It's a door. That's how they work. I pray one day you love someone. I pray you love her so much, when you close your eyes, you see her face. I want that for you. I want you to know what it's like to love someone. To truly love someone. Before I take her from you. The last thing I want to do is hurt you. But it's still on the list. Give a man a match and he'll be warm for a few hours. Set a man on fire. He'll be warm for the rest of his life.
Some people are like slinkies. They have no real purpose, but it makes you smile when you push them down a flight of stairs.